Ghosted by the Machine, podcast where job seekers break through the noise and bots. 5 questions, 5 minutes, no filters, no fluff. Just real stories from the front lines of the job hunt. I'm your host, Mark Lane. Today's guest is Dave Larson from the Windy City of Chicago, who's currently looking for a role as a cloud marketplace specialist. Welcome to the show, Dave.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, Dave, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what kind of work you're looking for, and how long have you been in the job hunt?
Well, for me personally, I've been in the technology business for 30 years. I started out in computer hardware, then from computer hardware to cloud, and I kind of evolved the way that, as far as the times go. So I always try to stay up to date in everything that I do. What I'm looking for is I want to be what they call a cloud marketplace specialist, which basically means in English is that there are all these different marketplaces that all of these different companies sell software through. And what I want to do is I'm the person that controls what they call private offers. And I want to be that person that controls that whole process. I've been in the job market now for over a year now. It's been a rough go, and I know it's been a rough go for everybody. So myself, you gotta be as positive as you can, and you gotta keep plugging away.
Sure. So from your perspective, has AI hurt or helped your job search, and why?
It's kind of a double-edged sword. It's helped me in one aspect where it helps out with resumes and things of that nature. But the downside of AI is that you don't see as much human contact anymore as far as recruiters go, because everything's all done by ATS and everybody just uses keywords and everything to kind of pick out what type of person you are. And that's something that wasn't a big aspect 10 years ago.
It certainly has changed for all of us. So what's your secret skill or superpower that doesn't always come through on a resume?
Well, I think the biggest thing is my personality more than anything, and the type of person that I am. What you see is what you get. I'm about as authentic as they come. I'm the type of person that wears his heart on his sleeve. Also, a lot of people don't understand is how flexible I am. I kind of evolved the way the times where it started out with computer hardware, but now it's gone to cloud, is I've adjusted as the times have gone on.
So if you could say one honest thing to recruiters or hiring managers right now, what would it be?
Hire me tomorrow.
Okay.
No, in all aspects, what I would say is I would be focusing a lot more on the type of person that I am, and the ability for somebody to actually have a really good work ethic and is not looking for just a paycheck, but wants a career.
So despite all the challenges, what's keeping you hopeful right now? You said it's been about a year now, personally and professionally, as you keep moving forward.
Personally, I always like to do something. I always love to work. And it's been very, very hard for me not being able to work. I've always had a job. I've always had something to do. Personally, I want to be able to support my family, probably the way that, a lot of other job seekers do. Also, I feel like I'm not contributing, which to me, I think is very rough, because I feel like I hold everybody back when I'm not contributing. Whether it's my wife or kids, it becomes a tough scenario and kind of a tough thing to balance, because being out of the job market has never been easy for me. Unfortunately, in the role that I am in, as far as technology, is that there is a lot of turnover, and sometimes I kind of put my family in a tough spot, and that's something I don't like.
That's difficult for a lot of people, and trying to get up every morning with that positive attitude to keep going forward.
Exactly.
Huge thank you to Dave for being with us today. Now, if you're hiring or know someone who he should meet, check out their LinkedIn profile in the show notes. If you'd like to be on the podcast, email me, DM, or comment on our LinkedIn or any of our social platforms. We're always looking for real voices in this ghost town of job search silence. This is Ghosted by the Machine. Let's make hiring human again. Dave, thanks again for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.